ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यसेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्ददातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ अग्ने नय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां ते नममुक्तिं विधेम ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आब्रह्मन् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मवर्चसी जायताम् आराष्ट्रे राजन्यः शूरैषव्यो दिव्याधी महारथो जायताम् दोग्ध्रीधेनुः ओढानड्वान् आशुः सप्तिः पुरन्धिर्योषा जिष्णुरथेष्ठा सभेयो युवा अस्य यजमानस्य वीरो जायतां निकामे निकामेन पर्जन्यो वर्षतो फलवत्यो न ओषधयः पच्यन्तां योगक्षेमो नः कल्पेताम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोतु अनिराकरणमस्त्वनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. So today, being Thursday, in our Veda Kendra, we will have some kind of Parayana and Adhyayana of Taittiriya Samhita belonging to Krishna Yajurveda and Yajurveda. And so we are now on with the Taittiriya Samhita 1.1.1.13. And all these are the mantras related to the first sacrifice, or called as Darsha Purnamasa, where Darsha and Purna of a month are also taken into account, and puja done, homa done. There is a lot of procedure for that, but we are just now concerned only with the mantras, with the formulas connected to that. And so Agni is important, Prajapati is important, and so we come to know that. And moreover, in Yajurveda, we have double action. That is, we make prayer, we utter the mantras and also accompany the mantras with some action. That's what, see, Bharata said, Abhinayam has been taken from Yajurveda and Patham is taken from Rigveda. That's how the Natakam comes, Drishyakavya. So even Yajurveda mantras or Yajurveda itself is almost like a beginner for the Drishyakavya, because Yajna is an entertainment. It's a Vinoda. With Vinoda, we are getting a lot of benefit or Prayojana. So it is a Prayojana Sahita Vinodam, Prayojana Sahita Devata Tripti. And Prayojana could be anything, depending upon the time, place, circumstances. etc., in which all people are placed. But in general, the prayer is that we should live comfortably as far as possible, not being struck by pain or penury or anything like that. So pain and penury is common, but these two things have got to be not there owing to the grace of Paramatma, and whatever good that has been invested in us while born, that has got to grow increasingly great. That's why ya upanishatsu dharma te mayi santu, when you make a prayer like that, because dharma is something that will hold people for prosperity and positivity all through the times. Dharyate iti dharmam. So Yajurveda tells you what is the dharma. And Upanishads contain dharma. And Veda Samhitas contain dharma. Because when it's a religion, no religion tells negativities. Every religion tells or gives you thoughts on positivity, prosperity, and growth and development and all that. So with this kind of introduction, today we are just going with the important mantra. I'm just repeating 1-1-13 Prathama Kandika. We have already covered all that, but let us begin today, and we'll be mostly ending or concluding the Prathama Kanda, Prathama Pataka, and Prathama Pataka, and 13th mantra, Anuvaka Kandika, and all that we are going to get on that. I just repeat, I don't explain. 1-1-13-1 now I'm repeating. Om Vajasya ma prasavenodgrabhenodagravhitu atha sapatnagum indro me nigrabhena dharagum akaha udgrabham cha nigrabham cha Brahma Deva Avivrudhan Atha Sapatnanindragni Me Vishuchinan Yasyatam Vasubhyastva Rudrebhyastva Dityebhyastva Attagum Rihana Viyantu Vayaha Aktagum Rihana Viyantu Vayaha Prajam Yonim Nirvrutsham Prajam Yonim Nirmutsham Apyayantam Apa Oshadhayaha Apyayantam Apa Oshadhayaha Marutam Prusatayaha Sthadivam Gaccha tato no vrishtimeraya Gaccha tato no vrishtimeraya Ayushpa agnesi Ayurme pahi Chakshushpa agne asi Chakshurme pahi Dhruvasi Yam paridhim paryadatta Agne deva panibhirviryamana tam Etamanujo shambharami ne deshattvadapachetayati Yagnasya patha upasamitam Sagum Sravabhaga Sthesha Bruhanta Prastareshta Barhishadascha. So, actually, what are these formulas or Yajurveda mantras are introducing to us? Because questions arise to us regarding the advantage or benefit or phalitam that we are going to get. Because Vedadhyayi Sadashivaha, that is the That is the declaration that has been done, because Vedaha Shivaha, Shivo Vedaha, Vedadhyayi Sadashivaha, Tasmat Sarva Prayatnena Vedameva Abhyaset. What a beautiful suggestion or subhashita it is. But if you want to know what is Veda, it is always peaceful. It gives you peace. It initiates you peace, and you are divine. Whenever you go to the Vedic realm, then you are entering into the divine field. Therefore, what is divine? Something positive. So Agni, Vayu, Varuna, Indra, Aditya, Rudra, oh, so many gods are there. They're all the organizational officers emanating from Ekayit Sadvivekaha, that is Paramatma, the higher principle, the highest principle. So, and moreover, we are more concerned with our easy life and comfortable life, not life ridden with problems. And if at all problems strike, there should be resolved and peace and shanti to be acquired. Therefore, we are having in these three kandikas, which we read, that most important that we have got in the life is that the flow of people, the generations of the people must not be hampered. Prajatantum mavyavatsetsi. There should not be breakdown of the continuation of the families. So, one of the important desire of all the sacrificers is prajam yonim nirvrutsham. In another thing is apyayantam apa oshadhaya. See, life upon earth for us depends upon water and the trees and plants and flora and fauna. So you have to see that there is always ecological balance and ecological harmony besides other things. Then only we are in plenitude of happiness. So that is possible. Apyayantam. So when we make a prayer to these Apa Devatas and Oshadhi Devatas, naturally they are pleased, because it is a temperament of all people to be remaining calm, quiet, peaceful, positive. Something like the nature of the water. Because Shanta vai apaha, Yajurveda tells you, the waters are always quite cool, calm. Shanta vai apaha. But only for our convenience, we make it little different. We heat the water, we boil the water, and purposes. But even if you boil the water, but if you leave that like that only, then the water becomes quite cool. Therefore, the nature of water is to remain apa, is to remain shanta. That's exactly otherwise called as apyayamanaha. Apyayamana is pleasant water. So, ambu sanmanasya yatho yatha. Valmiki describes in Ramayana that how will be the water of the river Sarayu or anything, it will be sanmanushya manatha. Right in the morning, how will be the mind of a Satpurusha, pleasant, happy, calm, peaceful, so will be the water right in the morning. That's why, so morning is important. Like that, Varikta Oshadhayaha, and also this Marut and Prasadayaha, they will go to heaven because of our prayers, because you can only get rain from heaven, nowhere else. The water down on the ground is taken little by Surya Bhagavan, and that will be transformed and multiplied, and larger quantities of them have come up. And therefore, Akasha is there, Juloka is there to provide us water to provide us comfort. That's why we always say Dhyava Prithvi Mata Pitarau. So Dhyava is Jauhu Prithvi and Prithvi Mata. I mean, Jauhi is Pita and Prithvi is the Mata. So we are always living depending upon Mother Earth and Father Dew, and that's exactly why we want to appease them. So apyayantam apavoshadayaha. And then this with wind, wind is most important, maruta mantra. There are sapta marutaha, and again sapta marutaha. There are 49 kinds of winds are there. And that wind power, you know that. So we have got windmill also to produce electricity. You see that also, how you can get power. So Divam, and when they go to the heaven, Gacha, Tatono, Vrishtimaraya, you please try to increase and enhance lot of rain and water and all that. So it's what is called Vrishti. Vrishti is positive showering, showers of water. And Amele Enagatandre, Payaha Yonimma Nirvrutshim. So, I'm sorry. So Ayushpagne. Ayurme pahi chachushpa agnesi chachurme pahi. So for all that kind of our easy life upon the earth is Agni. Without fire, without energy, without strength, without stamina, you are nobody. And therefore, that stamina, whatever you talk about, that power, thermal power, the radiant energy, whatever you call it, all that energy is Agni. So that Agni is the guardian of many, many things, but among them, the most important thing is the Ayuhu. You know, we know the word Ayurveda. See, Ayurveda has been defined a number of ways. The word Ayuhu has got so many meanings. Generally, 5 meanings are the Ayu refers to body, Ayu refers to the Pancha Bhutas inside, Ayu refers to the type of disturbances happen in the body, and Ayu also refers how best you can try to silence the disturbances, or when the ease becomes disease, then how you can control and make it. So that's why Agni is most important. In fact, you know that laser treatment also is the best one. So they send the Shastra Chikitsa, Agni Chikitsa it is called. That's why, if at all our Ayu to be well maintained and continued, Agni is the lord of that. So we make a request to Ayur Devata, namely, in fact, we have got in Rigveda a Sukta, Ayush Sukta, that is containing 5-6 mantras, and there's Ayushpa. So that's why we make a prayer, Ayushpa Agne Asi. You are confirmed guardian of the longevity of the people upon the earth and elsewhere. So what is his job? Pahi, Palaya. You govern. Govern means maintain. So when you, what is the government? It is to maintain. So Pahi. And not only that, he is also the overlord of the vision, the eye, the knowledge. Agni is also the guardian of the knowledge. Without Agni, you don't get knowledge. That's why Agni is called Chakshuhu. Chakshuhu is knowledge. And so Chakshushpa Agni, you are one who is protector of our eye, or Jnanam, or Atma, or whatever it is, all that. So he has to take care of that also. That's why we say Atma me suddhyantam. So for all that kind of prayers that we make, we have to invoke the grace of Agni, and in other words, Rudra. And in this Kartik Masam, what are all, many people everywhere, we see Rudra Abhishekam, because Abhisheka Priyo Shivaha. So Rudra Parayanam, Rudra Abhishekam, Rudra Homam, Rudra Japam, Rudra, etc. All that, because Rudra is Agni only. So Chakshushpa Agni, say, so he has to protect our eyes. So eyes are very important. My guru was telling, when he was taking our Sanskrit classes, Veda classes, afterwards he said, I have given you eyes. Meeku kallichanu ra meekantani. Meeku kallichanu annappudu, he has given you the nimge kannu kottidini. That is Sanskrit bhasha or gnanam is like the eye. When you have got the eyes, you don't depend upon anybody to identify things for you. You are independent. And therefore, the Agni is so called a Dhruva. He is a Dhruva. He is permanent. He is a confirmed source of energy to us. And you make a prayer that Paridhim Paryadattha Agne Deva Panibhir Viryamanaha Tam Tam Etamanam Josham Bharami Ne Desha Todapachitati Yagnasya Patha Upasamnitam. So the Yajurveda, Rishis are informing us that the Agni is always under control, under discipline. So a disciplined Agni will try to discipline others also. So a disciplinarian is most important. Unless there is a discipline, there is some regulation and organization, people are unhappy. But there are panibhihi. Panis are those who try to disturb your peace. They are enemies to you. And therefore, those the panis will try to overpower you. And again, you ask the energy inside that you see that all panis are being driven away. And when they go away, then you can have the tracing of the yajna patha. Yagnasya patha is the ability to perform the sacrifice undisturbed. That's why apahatam rakshaha, and you always try to drive away the disturbing elements and then you go on with the positive thing. That's exactly what, whenever you want to make a worship, you say Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannapadanam Dhyayetu Sarva Vignopashantaye. That you will say whenever you start any Puranic puja or anything like that, because Sarva Vignopashantaye. Why are you remembering the Vigneswara? That he will take care of the Vignas and see that no Vigna will disturb you or pester you, and you will easily continue. And whenever he is not bothered very much, Agni or Ganapati or anybody, they don't complain, they don't grumble. Because whenever you assign that kind of duty, security duty, they will say Prasannavadanam. They will be very happy to keep you safe. And they are also having a pleasantness and they will never say no. So that is a good quality and character. And that's exactly what we expect in the gods. And we believe that the gods are all that. And again, you see, even in respect of Agni, you say that Agni ayahi apyayamanaha. Oh Agni, you come to Yajna, being very much all that. So Yajna patha, yakendre, Yagnena Yagnama Yajanta Devaha. So Yajna is required to perform another Yajna. So that Yajna, contextually, the meaning varies, but Prayatna, the procedure, the goal, all the same. And then Sagum Srava Bhagaha Swatha Bruhantaha Prastareshtha Varishascha. So there are other gods, Varishadaha, and all other gods will come and take seat. And thus the Yajna Patha to be kept clear and free, that you are able to perform. That's the meaning of that. Because though we utter the mantras, you should also know what is that we are asking them, and what is that hurdle that might strike us. So if you know all that, so therefore we must understand all Veda mantras are sensible, are open for large number of meanings. And in the history of our Vedic interpretation, there are some people who say that Vedaha nirarthakaha anta heloriದ್ದಾರೆ. Yaskacharya at one time say, so Veda mantra, nirarthaka, they don't have meaning. And the same, some Western scholars have also taken and said that it's a tag, and so drastically they made a criticism. But that will not stand. What is good would stand longer time. What is bad will be forgotten. We should forget. That's why the yoga master will say, mute your mind, withdraw all your thoughts, empty your mind, keep your mind completely. So that's exactly what would happen when once you perform yajna, whereat you only concentrate on the positivity. So after seeing that, now I just revised the next Kandika 1:1:13:3. I'm repeating. Om Deva Ima Vachamapi Vishwam Gurunanta Asadyasmin Barhi Shimadayadvam Agnervam Apannagruhasya Sadasi Sadayami Sumnaya Sumnini Sumne Madhattam Dhuryopatam Agne Adabdhaso Asititanopahe Ma Adyadivaha Pahe Prasityai Pahi Durishyai Pahi Durudmanyai Pahi Duscharitatu Avishamnah Pitum Krunu Sushata Yunigum Swaha Swaha Deva Gatu Vido Gatum Vitva Gatum Manasaspata Imam No Deva Deveshu Yajnagum Swaha Vachi Swaha Vatedha. Actually, we have explained these mantras, but still, for our convenience, if we recapitulate, what are the security measures that we have got to get it when you are busy in a particular program of performing the yajna, which involves Devata Radhana or Devata Akhvana and Dravya Sekarana and Dravya Tyaga. So then, and all that you are doing, as you see, Sumnaya Sumnani Sumne Medhattam. So Sumna is Sukham, that it should be a free flow, not having any disturbances. And Dhuryam Patam Dhurim. So Dhuri is that yoke, and we have got, whenever you are yoking yourself to the performance, and that kind of yoking has got to be protected. And moreover, Naha Pitum Avishankrunu. See, whatever food, Pitu is a food, whatever food or offerings are all that, you make them completely palatable. So actually speaking, all ahutis that you give to gods is being drenched by the ghee. That's why ghee is a constant one. So that's why Ghrutam vai aharam devanam Ghrutena vardhate buddhihi Ghrutena ayushya vardhanam. That's why here, that because of the Ghruta, the cow's, the ghee, good cow's ghee, that would be, and when once that kind of ghee is being given, it's a chemical reaction. Then the food will be avisham, aha, pitum kruno. And moreover, yonigum sushadakuru. So whatever yoni is the source, the sources must also be turned into happy and comfortable. And this is what is the prayer. And now next we have got the prayer for the Manasaspata Ivam no Deva Deveshu Yajnagum Swaha Vachi Swaha Vatedha. So whenever you are performing a yajna, what are the things that you require, and you require complete blessings and support and promotion of that. And for that purpose, you make a prayer for the Manasaspati. And you know, Chakshushpatir Vakpatir Manaspati, there is a Pati. For all the contents that we have got, there is a overlord. That's why when Krishna said in Gita, Hruddese Arjuna Tishtami, that is why Krishna or Bhagavan chooses to stay in the heart, because that is the place where from all the entire health of the body is being controlled. Therefore, manas is important, and deveshu yagnam. And now I am reading the 1.1.14.1 because I already spent good time on these kandikas. So I am trying to recapitulate because there has happened a good gap in between. Now, I don't know, something came abstracting me. So next Kandika reads like this. Ubhava Indragni Ahuvadhya Ubharadha Saha Saha Madayadhyai Ubhadatara Vishagum Rayinam Ubhavajasya Sataye Huvevam Asravagumhi Bhuridavatara Vam Vijamaturuta Va Dhasyalatu Atha Somasya Prayati Yuvabhyamindragni Stomajanayami Navyam Indragni Navatim Puro Dasapatniradhanutam Sakameke Nakarmana Suchim Nustomam Navajatam Ajyendragni Vrutrahana Jushetham. Now 1.1.14.2 Ubhahi Vagum Suhava Johavami Tavajagum Sadya Ushate Heshtha Vayamutva Pathaspate Ratham Na Vajasataye Dhiye Pushanna Yujmahi Patisthaha Paripatim Vachasya Kamena Kruto Abhyanadarkam Sanora Satchuradha Chandragna Dhiyagum Sishadhati Prapusha Kshatrasya Patina Vayagum, Kshetrasya Patina Vayagum Hiteneva Jayamasi Kamasvam Poshayitva Sanaha Mrudaya Mrudati Druse Kshetrasya Pate Madhubantamurmi Dhenuriva Payo Asmasu Dhutshva Madhuschuta Ghrutamiva Suputam Rutasyanaha Patayo Mrudayantu Agne Naya Supatha Raye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yuyodhyasmadjuhuranameno Bhuishtham te namavuktim vidhema agne naya supatha raye asman vishwani deva vayunani vidvan yuyodhyasmadjuhuranameno bhuishtham te namavuktim vidhema Adevanamapi pantamaganma yachaknuama tadanupravodhum agnirvidvan sayajatu seduhota so advaran sa rutun kalpayati yadvahishta tadagnaye bruhadarcha vibhavaso mahishiva tvadrayihi tvadvaja uderita mudirate agne tvam parayanavyo asman swasti bhirati durgani vishwa puscha prithvi bahulana urvi bhavatokaya tanayaya sayyoho tvamagne pratapa asi deva amartyeshva tvam yagneshvidyaha yadva yadvo vayam praminama vratani vidusham deva avidushtarasah agnishtatu vishvama prunati vidvan yebhihi devagum rutibhihi kalpayami. Om Shanti Shantihi. So the portion I recited is the concluding portion of the one Prabhakargaru, and next we will have the different Prabhakargaru, that will be 1, 2. So in this particular section, the concluding part, I am not going in detail. I will just give you what we have got. So we knew about Agni and what he has got to do us, and then he and all that we have noted. Then we have come to note about the Manasaspati, and who is being requested to purify our speech and convey all our oblations to all the gods outside in the heaven. And now we have got again in the next Anuvaka the concept of Indra and Agni, that is a dual deity, and they are requested to provide us wealth and then make us also and enjoy whatever offering that we are giving to them. Madayadhyai. See, Madayadhya Madana is trying to enjoy, relish, and get pleased. See, gods are always alpasantoshis. Whatever you offer, they become very happy. Therefore, you also say that Madayadhyai and Ubhadatara Avishagum Rayinam Ubhavajasya Sataye Uvevam. So we are announcing the purpose for which and the context at which the respective gods are being invited, and what kind of work that they have got to also do for us when we are so fondly, with great devotion, requesting them to. So that's why, you see, Vajasya Sataye Vam Ve, that is what you have to announce also to the gods, that at what context you are inviting them and what kind of benefit you are expecting from them to you, and how best you are able to complete the enterprise or the yajna that you have started, and all that you have got to be informing. So there is no surprise in Yajurveda, actually performances, and everything is being opened one. That's it's an open book where there are announcements, there are invitations, and there are the desire submission, and there are requests or implorations. All that is there in that. Now you hear, in this we have got it, in the mantra, Indragni Navatim Puro Dasapatnihi Adhunutam Sakamekena Karmana Suchim Nahastomam Navajate Adya Indragni Rutrahana Jushetham. So Jushetham. So who are these Indragni? We are just getting some idea. That's why Yajurveda mythology, Rigveda mythology, and Atharveda mythology, and Samaveda, of course, Rigveda, Samaveda. So there is a lot of information regarding it. That's why people have attempted to talk about the gods. And we have good writings or kind of written books talking about Vedic mythology. And so we have such Vedic mythology books written in the German language, then translated into English language, and a lot of that. So latest also is there, Vedic mythology. So when we want to know about the gods and their abilities and identifications and functional skills, etc., here, for example, it is said that Naha Shistomam Navajatam Adya Suchim Jushetham. And make them purified. Then who are these Indragni? They are said to be Vrutrahanau. That is, they are the killers of Vrutrasura. Because in our Veda, the Vrutrasura has been the toughest enemy who could not be attacked or mended or controlled, but only Indra had put forth a lot of effort to see that Vrutrasura is being done for. That's the highest achievement. Therefore, Indra is called as a Vrutrahan. Here we have got Agni also is also associated. Therefore, we have got the name as Vrutrahanau. So Vrutrahanau, that is both Agni and Indra. And both have worked hard to see that the Vrutrasura is done. Who is Vrutrasura? That's again, we have got a legend and all information about Vrutrasura in our Vedas itself. That is, to say simply, he stopped the clouds to rain. And when rain is not there upon the ground and drought, etc., comes up, people can't continue living, they die. So Vrutrasura won't do anything. He just stop supplies. And then people die. They will enjoy it. So like that, so that's why it was the biggest problem for Prajapati. And the creation must continue, must sustain. So for that purpose, a great effort has been done. So the Vrutrasura is killed, which means that the clouds with rain are allowed to rain, and thereafter the life upon the earth, because the crops and vegetation and all that, the flora and fauna must be supported, and the vanaspatis are there. So all that, so that's why we say Vrutra Sasyasya Mataram Vande. So to say the earth is a Sasyasya, then definitely we require water. And therefore, they are Vrutrahanau and Suchim Jushotham, new indeed. And next to you have got that Ubhahivam Suhavajo Havimi Ta Vajagum Sadya Usate Dishta Vayamutva Pathaspate Ratham Na Vajasataye Dhiye Pushan Ayujmahi Pathaspataha Paripatim Vachasya So all these things, what these gods have got to do, that is being indicated in this particular thing. And some of these mantras that here you have quoted are already familiar to us. And they are the mantras grafted into Mahanyasam. You must have heard Lagunyasam, Mahanyasam before you start the Rudrabhishekam. And that's all superimposition of yourself upon the God and making God also to take seat in you. There is a nyasa. And in that Mahanyasa, you get these mantras. One is Kshetrasya Pate, and what other mantra? Agni Nayasvatharaye. And you have got also the Agni Tvam Paraya. Some of the mantras, they're all originally found in the Veda Samhitas. So later on, they made grouping or selecting certain mantras and made them as a sukta. For example, this Agni Tvam Paraya Navyo is found in the Durga Suktam. And Agni Nayasupatapa Raye is found in Aruna Prashna and in other places. In Suishavasya Parishat also it is found. So the Veda mantras are not fixed in their application, that we should note. Depending on the contextual need, you can pick up the mantra and then interpret accordingly, and then join them in the context, but it will be appropriate. You see, for example, the Dadhikranu Akarisham is a Rigveda mantra occurring in Rigveda itself 4 times. But people take that put that mantra into Vinyoga application because of the word Dadhi. So whenever Annaprasana is done or Abhisheka done with the curds or Dadhi, or some occasions they use the mantra, and with that they do the rite. So like that, here you have got some familiar mantras, and where Agni Tvam Paraya Navyo Asman, and Agni is described as always a new. Agni never becomes old. Najara Namrutyuhu. So that's why Agnira Yushman, Agniriva Yushman Aham Puya Samantana Prarthana Varti. So that's why Agni is always Navya. Agnimile Purohitam Devasya. So Agni Bagge is Tumba mythology there. So much knowledge about Agni. And here and there, you are being introduced certain such features. But whatever may be the features that are attributed to Agni, he is said to be Navyaha, Sanatanaha, Adhunatanaha, and present all times. So Navyaha, and he is the guardian of the health. That's why he says, Asman Swastibhihi Paraya and Vishwa Durgani Tarat. So Swasti means because all people upon the earth living must contain some temperature in the body. The temperature is but nothing but the presence of Agni. For example, 98.4 degrees temperature is there in everybody. If the temperature in the body goes up or down, it's a problem in the body. That's why we always say Agni is Navyaha, you cannot defile him. And also Durgani, Vishwa Durgani, Swastibihi, Atihim, and he will make us to cross over all the difficulties and see that. So ultimately, who is Agni? Twamagni Vratapasi Deva. Hey, Deva Agni, oh divine Agni, you are the protector, promulgator, and sustainer of the rites that we are all doing. That's why he's called Vratapa. That is, Vrata is Yajna. Vrata is the woe. Vrata is the divine rite or rituals. And adarnella Rakshana Madavaru, Agni Deva. And therefore, he's a Deva, he's a brilliant boy, personality. And so, and all martyeshva tvam yagneshu idyaha. So this is the constant compliment for the God. Agni. Enanta martyeshva. See, martyeshva tvam yagneshu idyaha. You are respected, you are revered in the instance of vratas and yagnas, always by the mortals. And therefore, yadvo vayam pravinama vratani vidusham deva avidushtarasah avidushtarasah agnishtatu vishvama prunati vidvan yebihi devagum rutibhi kalpayati. So Agni functions are being indicated that not only he is respected by the mortals, also immortals like Devas, they also respect him. And he will be promoting all those yagnas and helping the gods also to get their yagna bhagas. So, and then Agnishtatu Vishwama Prunati. Prunati means protection, totally, Purna Phala. He is giving to all people upon the ground. So with this kind of prayer, the first Prapataka will come to conclusion. And today, we have the happy day that we are going through the mantras. So next class, I will try to revise, and many people could not make it today. So then we'll go to the second Prapataka of the first Khanda of the Krishna Yajurveda. Anybody who can recite Shanti Mantra here? Otherwise, I will do it. Om Swasti Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanamastu. Sarvam Sri Veda Purushasi Arpanamastu. Veda Purusha Arpanamastu. Vada Arpanamastu. Sarvam Sri Prastu. Om Tatsatu. So, it is good. We are having continuously the Darshapurna Masa mantras. What are we doing in that? We are just getting knowledge about it. Thank you very much. We'll just meet again. Sri Ram.